Well, greetings from the Dalles. My family and I went to the Cherry Festival. There was a parade today, and we saw some horses performing, and there's a car show, and all kinds of fun things to check out in the Dalles. I lived here when I was a baby, and we moved away when I was about 3 years old. Yeah. So it's kind of fun to come back and visit every once in a while. But this is the warmest weather I have experienced this month for my Plein April series, where I am outside painting every day in my sketchbook with my gouache paint. So I'm hanging out in the backyard of the rental property, and I figured I would paint a little tree. So let's see what I create, shall we? Alright, I'm sitting in front of a tree, and it has really pretty white bark, and the leaves are little tiny ones, and the bees are absolutely loving it. So I'm going to paint this tree, try to figure out like what kind of composition I want to do. I'm almost tempted to paint it like this. I've actually never painted in my sketchbook like this before. That could be really cool. Let's do it. The sun is behind it, so it's like backlit. So backlit means it's lit from the back side. This little jog in the tree right here. It's not perfectly straight up. You can see where branches used to be. The birds are just going crazy back here. There must be some wonderful things for them. I realize why I usually don't paint this way. It's gonna be hard to hold my paints and stuff, but I'm sitting on this little bench thing, so I feel like I can handle this okay. My gosh, this tree just goes up and up. The sun is right there. It's really getting to me. The sun is like right here as I look up. Alright, here is the tree. Here's the tree. I cleaned my palette out because I wanted to start with some new colors. It's about time I cleaned it out. So I just have my little setup balanced on my knee right here. So I'm just going to paint, let's see here. Green, complementary color is red, but it's bright green. I want to do like something with red in it. I want to try and paint the background, complement the green leaves nicely. I'm liking this, so I use my red, my burnt sienna, Payne's gray, some zinc white. I'm just going to paint over where the branches will be. Not too concerned about that. I can kind of see them over a wash. And I've worked with Sketchbook enough now that I know when you can't see like the binding together, this side of the paper is a little on the fuzzy side. So it gives this slightly funky texture, which is fine. Make some more of this color for the other side. Flip my paper around because I really like how dark this is, how it gets lighter on the outside. It really gives an emphasis on the tree trunk. And I find the best way to do that is having the tip of the brush where you want the darker color, and so it kind of fades out along the base of the brush, so along here. Because the color is mostly loaded on the brush closer to the tip. So that's why I will flip my paper around as needed. Oops. There we go. So, kind of like a light watercolor-esque wash of this gouache. Wash of the gouache. It's a gouache wash, like watercolor. I'm going to take a little break and let this dry so I don't have any bleeding. Set this out in the sun to let it dry. Alright, we've got the tree. The clouds are rolling in. I'm going to mix some paint. Definitely will be using my 2 whites. This is the Zinc White by M. Graham. Oop. I'm going to grab some of my titanium yellow ochre. Warm that up a bit. Maybe I'll do a little heightened color. Heightened color is where you can like over exaggerate the colors that you see, so it's like heightened. That can be a fun way to change up your painting. Let's get that color out, man. And then, can't forget about the greens. Get some of my Hazel Yellow by M. Graham. And get some of my Cobalt Blue. I still had some Zinc White in my brush, which I'm not too worried about. Not a big deal. Just a little bit on the blue side. So I'm going to try and squeegee or scrape the rest of the paint off by dragging it along the lip. Come on. Dragging my brush along the lip here to get the excess paint off, because I need to dip my brush and get some more yellow, but I don't want to contaminate the yellow. Okay. Lots of yellow. There we go. I'm liking that color a lot better. So as I mix greens, if I realize it's too blue, I just add more yellow. And then there's like a, the top of the bark is kind of light colored, and then the bottom, like the inside of the bark, is dark. Grab some of my burnt sienna. Just put it over here in the dark area. Delft blue. Kind of uses Delft blue like I use my ultramarine blue with my watercolors. Okay, that's looking good. You know what? I think I'm going to mix some purple too, because why not? Use my cobalt, pyro red, a little more red. Talked about using heightened color. This could be something really fun to use. Get that paint off. There we go. Alright, I'm feeling good about those colors. Time to get a little acclimated to my seating arrangement. Balancing act. There's that guy. And then this guy. Okay, I'm gonna grab my darks and block in where I need my darks to be. Kind of mix in the purple too at the same time, I think would be fun. It's kind of like the same value, so like the same darkness. I'm just varying the pressure on my brush to change the width of my paint strokes. It is so nice to be sitting outside yet again, especially in just like a t-shirt, some jeans, just hanging out, listening to birds chirping and the bees being busy doing their job, pollinating. Do do do. Trying have a light touch. This is my biggest travel brush, and when I have a light touch, I can get a thinner line going. Do one long, steady motion. It's a choppy little strokes. Man, what a commotion, birds. Is there an uninvited guest in the backyard or something? Okay. Hair. You know what? I'm just gonna make these branch lines go to the edge of the page. Because that should be cool looking. Hopefully. I'm only here to paint the cool paintings, man. Nah. I paint ugly things too. Paintings definitely have ugly phases. And then there's a branch that goes up like that. And this branch goes up like this. Yeah. And a little branch that goes like this. Okay. I'm liking those. Let's get some bark going. Uh, there we go. It's a little better. Child. Mommy's painting, honey. That's what I'm doing.
Mom?
Child.
Ow.
Ow, what?
Yeah, Mom.
Honey?
What is that?
Where? Get some of my titanium white going too. The yellow ochre. I'm liking this combination. Did you go get the doggy, honey? Uh-huh. Hi, Daisy.
What, Dad?
What? Where are your shoes, young lady?
I'm just sitting.
Where are your shoes, little girl? All the dogs out now. question is how to do the curling bark. I think I'm just going to do it like this. Have kind of like grayed out purple with really almost high contrast. I like that look. I like the warm undertones of the bark as well with the titanium yellow ochre I used. Try some of my azul yellow and the titanium yellow ochre and see how that looks. This branch, I'm going to it a bit. Sometimes you really have to layer on the whites to make it look like white. Okay, time to work on these little dainty leaves. Leaves. Kind of like it the way it is, but you need to add some leaves because there's like things coming down. leaf branch comes in front. Yeah, honey? Maybe. So this is a bunch of leaves kind of like behind on the other side of the tree. How can I kind of simplify things and show them? I had to move a little bit. My feet were falling asleep really bad. So here we are. Hey, honey. What are you doing? Oh, so pretty. Uh-huh. This line here. Like painting the negative space, so not the main subject, but what's behind it. Try to have some crossover between the other colors. Branch going down like that. Trying to make it so that this green kind of leads you through the painting as like a passageway, a path for your eye to follow. I'm not doing the leaves perfectly because I can leave viewer's eye to fill in all the details. I don't like that color there. Let's break that up a little bit. Daughter's got some chips to snack on. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I usually do not snack while I'm painting. I don't want any like chip crumbs or anything to get in my paints or my painting. Okay, and then there's this branch coming down. Well, thank you so much for coming along with me on my little plein air painting trip today in the backyard of a rental house in the Dalles. If you know what kind of tree this is, leave a comment below and let me know. I hope today's video has inspired you to even just use a backyard to get outside and paint. It could be something simple, it could be up close to something, could be a wide view, just like anything in general. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you in the next video.